Good morning. This is John Harder, aka Wealth Wiz. Yeah, what a beautiful morning it is here in Nayarit. Today it is actually just a slight drizzle out there. Pretty awesome. All right. I have been in cryptocurrency since 2017 in January, and quite a ride it has been. Well, we're looking at 2019 as being the year where cryptocurrencies are going to become the adapting. It'll be the year of the beginning where crypto is becoming the currency used, cryptocurrencies. For this adaptation to fully take place is likely not going to happen in just 1 year. But 2019, from the way where things are right now to where we're going, 2019 looks like is the year where definitely 2019 is the year where definitely we will reach the place where you will be able to buy almost anything with Bitcoin. Possibly, maybe fiat will start, probably not phase out completely in 2019. I don't believe it will. I believe it's going to reach 2020 and maybe even 2021, that before we are completely changed over from the fiat system. And yet, it's possible that it might even happen faster. But I believe 2019 is going to be the year where humanity will basically step over the threshold into a new monetary system, which is cryptocurrencies. And I say that because of how everything is gearing up, how, the banking system is, worldwide, is just not that stable. Countries are changing over to, some are already changing over to Bitcoin, to cryptocurrencies, and others are definitely considering it. The US dollar is being dropped has already been dropped by many countries, and is definitely being dropped by many more, and possibly, likely, hardly any country, or maybe none, will even deal in the US dollar anymore. And much of that was happening because they were forced to. Changes are taking place in the world that are far beyond, maybe I won't say much about it in this video, because that would definitely be not, that would veer way off track from what the purpose of this video is. But I'll make some other videos and talk about that. But what we're talking about here is the cryptocurrency market is expanding rapidly. It's expanding hugely, and it's It has done so in the past. And if you look at the at where, you know, back when Bitcoin first reached $1,000, and then about a year later or so, it reached 20,000. Well, you take that scenario and just consider that Bitcoin is going to reach again at least that much higher this time. Now, here's what happened. The first time it reached only about $1,000. That was because many more people were starting to, you know, they were finding out about it. And I believe that was also the point at which the banks first started buying into it. Well, banks have been sort of condemning it. You know, they've been trying to keep humanity from getting crypto because obviously, because they don't want their system to fall apart. Well, that's not working anymore. It is falling apart. And unfortunately, most of humanity is still very much in the dark about cryptocurrencies, which really is too bad. Staying in that ignorance, you're not doing yourself any favors, okay? Maybe you're a person and you think that you're playing it safe by staying away from the crypto, but you ain't doing yourself any favors nor anybody else. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. Closing up your mind and thinking that thereby you're going to preserve your own your wealth or whatever, that's completely ludicrous. That's not how it works. In order to preserve your wealth, you need to open up your mind and know things. You got to understand things. You got to learn. You've got to adapt to the newer and better ways. I know. We've been taught through this, the school system, the indoctrination camps, whatever you want to call them. It really is anything supplied by government. Yeah, that's pretty much. But these indoctrination camps that were put up by the government for humanity hasn't really done humanity any favors. And they knew it all the time. Unfortunately, we didn't know it. Well, this effect has really, I mean, this has really taken effect on humanity, and people are suffering on account of it, on account of that ignorance, that you know, if you've been through the school system and all of that, and you are how should I say, scared, or you're afraid to try something new or whatever. Maybe you're even thinking, oh, I don't know if the government is going to allow this and that. Listen, we were all born to be free humans. We were all born to be free. Nobody was born to be enslaved to anybody else, not even the government, not even any government. We're not here to be enslaved. Unfortunately, that's where most of humanity find themselves, enslaved. Now, the cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin, was created for the reason of that humanity can be regain their freedom, that we can regain the freedom that we deserve, that we were born to have, the joy, the peace, you know. Well, many people saw this very early on and went to work and created many more cryptos, and this is awesome. This really, really is awesome. Now, what I want to show you from how you can tap into this market and make millions for yourself and help many others do the same. In doing so, that's probably the best thing that you could ever give to humanity, to people that you love and people that, to other people. It's probably the best thing that you could do for yourself and others is to adapt to the crypto, to get some crypto, start making money with it, tell others, and help people regain the freedom that we are here to enjoy. All right. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can easily do this and really help yourself and others. Okay. Now, what I want to show you is there are two major phenomena that are taking place right now. One of the most searched keywords on the entire internet is that of home-based business or making money from home, or those type of keywords are those that receive one of the most searches. Why? People need extra income, or many don't even have one and they need an income and they're looking for something. We can address that, and I will address that, and I will show you an amazing plan that helps that, okay? And the cryptocurrency, as I already mentioned, we are now at the threshold where we are stepping in 2019. We are going to be stepping into an era that basically where cryptocurrency is going to become adaptable worldwide for buying, for paying for goods and services. This is massive. Now, when you think about how many people, millions and hundreds of millions, possibly billions, in the next couple of years that are going to come into the crypto market, and I'm going to show you a product that all of them need, all of them. Because let me tell you, I bought some crypto in 2017. In the first 3 months, I had from $500 into 30-some thousand. But something happened. I lost most of those profits. I lost again because I didn't have what I'm about to show you. Okay, so let us take a look. Let me share the screen and I'm going to show you what I was talking about, right? All right, so the first question here is a very simple one on the first slide. It says, do you want profit? Well, if you're watching this and after what I have been saying so far, then I'm going to assume that's exactly what you're looking for. So, as I said, home-based business, working from home kind of opportunity, and that is what I'm talking about. So Python signals, 1 business, 2 opportunities. Opportunity number 1. As I had already mentioned, the product that I did not have available to me, how I lost most of those profits I made. This is like $30,000 that I had just made in 3 months and lost again. Okay, so I didn't lose all of it, all of those profits I had made, but most of them. And here's why. You see, opportunity number 1, crypto cycles and trends trading. And so why? crypto cycles and trends trading because it is the oldest and most reliable way to make money, and the crypto market can be done by anyone at any time with any amount of money. That includes, it includes you. That includes everybody. Like it, doesn't it? It narrows it down to, you don't have to have a lot of money. You don't, you know, can be done by anyone. So, I mean, the only thing that you need to be able to do this is to have a computer and access to internet, or a cell phone or a tablet or laptop or something, and internet access. That's all you need to be able to do this. All right. And of course, you might need a little bit of money to get started, which pretty much everybody does have something, or is able to get some. All right, so how does it work? Buy low and sell high. Buy low and sell high. It's the exact same thing as if a person puts up a store. You know, let's say there's a new community. People are starting to build houses, they're building this new community, but everybody has to drive that half hour or 3/4 of an hour to town to get supplies, you know, whether it's food supplies, whatever the supplies, it's always this trip. Somebody gets the idea, hey, you know what, I'm gonna make this much, much handier for these people. So I'm gonna put up a store. And the people will love it, because now, finally, we've got it right here. We don't have to always take that trip to town. Now, are they going to be paying the exact same price as they're paying in town? Maybe not. Maybe they're going to pay a little bit more. But given the convenience, happily pay a little bit more. And maybe, who knows, maybe they don't even have to charge anymore, depending on who the suppliers are and so on. But for the person that owns the business, the idea of the business is to buy low and sell high. That's the idea. That's the business. You've got to have your profit margin is within what you pay for the product and what you sell it for. That's where the profit margin is. And that is exactly how it works in the cryptocurrency space. Now, where difference in the cryptocurrency is that the price of the coins, they go up and down. Trends, upward trends, downward trends. And that's where the money is. And we'll show you more about that in a little bit. All right, so here is the power. Here we can see the power of cycles and trends trading. You see, in 2017, in January, you could buy Bitcoin, $100 worth of Bitcoin, and you could sell it in December for $1,400. You could buy $100 worth of Ethereum and sell it for $8,750. You could buy $100 worth of Litecoin and sell it for $5,000. You could buy $100 worth of Monero and sell it for $2,400. And you could buy $100 worth of Dash and sell it for $8,890. Now, the coin that I had purchased in 2017 was Dash. And within 3 months, it gained me $30-some thousand. And I was all excited, you know, I was starting to tell the people at work, you know, and talking about all this money I'm making with this coin and this and that. And then, you know what happened? The price started dropping. And I'm like, oh no, And I just had no idea what to do until I was back down to about $3,000, and that is where the price sort of hovered for, I don't know, the space of about 2 months or so, and I ended up selling. I ended up selling that coin because it seemed like it just wasn't going back up, and as just about instantly after I sold, it started going up. And what I didn't have is what I'm showing you here right now, or will in just a second, actually. You see, this is the power of selling, of buying low and selling high in crypto. But the million-dollar question is, when do you buy and when do you sell? You see, the crypto market always has its trends. It's an upward trend or a downward trend, one of the two. It might go sideways for a little while, but very soon, sooner or later, the trend will go upward or downward. And the million-dollar question is, when do you buy and when do you sell? That's the million-dollar question. And that was exactly the problem I was having, why I lost all that money, because had I known, had I had a subscription with Python Signals back then, although it didn't, Python Signals wasn't around. But thankfully, now it is. And here's the thing. To answer that million-dollar question, that's where we need Marius Landman, our chief data analyst. Marius Landman and his team, or his, there's a few more people that he has teamed up with to put together Python Signals. And what they've done is these guys have a passion for helping people, helping the average person, the average you and me type of person who has a job, who has likely debt, which almost all people do because of the monetary system that we currently have. Almost everybody is in debt. And now Marius here, they have a passion for helping us. And what he's been doing, he has for 30 plus years, he has worked for major corporations because he had developed an algorithm that he could they can put data in surrounding events and circumstances and so on, and it will project a future outcome. And making changes, they could predict a different outcome, and with amazing accuracy. In 2015, Marius plugged that system into the cryptocurrency market and found that it yielded phenomenal profits. So even in 2018, from January till July, when the markets were actually really not that great at all, he still made 518% profit during that time. Now, remember when Bitcoin went up to $20,000 in 2017? Remember that? Remember when on the news media, Wall Street was saying, buy Bitcoin, it's going to, it's going to go, who knows how high. It's going to go to 50,000, it's going to go to 100,000. I don't know what all they said, but while Wall Street was using the news media to deceive people to buy, Marius Landman, he was telling his subscribers, guys, pull out your profits at 19,500 because the price is coming back down. Many of his subscribers pulled out their profits at 19,500, and guess what? Yep, the price came back down with velocity, and yeah, most of us, we came back down with the price like a barrel going over the Niagara Falls. So knowing this kind of data, what would that be worth to you? Let's say you haven't been in cryptocurrency before, and now you are aware that you can get your hands on this type of information, which tells you ahead of time what the price is going to be, so that you can trade. You can trade with confidence, buying at the right time and selling at the right time. Knowing how much fluctuation the market has. Think about that. What would it be worth to you? Well, what does it take? Well, you have to be a subscriber at Python Signals. That's what it takes. Just be a subscriber at Python Signals. And to become one, here are the packages that are available, okay? So there are 4 packages available. There is the silver, giving you access for 30 days. There's the gold, giving you access for 90 days. There's the platinum, giving you access for 180 days, or should we say 6 months. And then there's the galaxy that gives you access for 1 year. Now, if you're seeing this screen here, if you can read the print on it, it says 15 months. Well, that's only available for today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow, that is available, but after that, it's not 15 months anymore, it'd only be 12, okay? Now, all 4 of these plans give you the exact same access to the data for trading. And they also, when you refer people to Python Signals, also pay you a 10% direct referral bonus. When you refer people to you with your referral link, you will get a 10% direct referral bonus for referring people. But let's see what else these plans do. The silver pays 6 levels in the matrix at 24%. The gold pays 9 levels in the matrix at 36%. The platinum pays 12 levels in the matrix at 48%. And the galaxy pays 18 levels in the matrix at 65.5%. So, and if you're seeing this galaxy lifetime here, those I believe are sold out. There's only 1,000 sold, and I believe that's it. I think they're gone. All right, so what do you get? What exactly do you get as a subscriber? You see, we don't, or Python Signals doesn't do any trading for you. That's not what this is about. You see, I've been in programs and I have found out many others that were in programs, and there are still programs like that out there that are, you know, making people believe that, oh yeah, you give us your Bitcoin and we'll do the trading for you and you'll make 2% a day or 3% a day. Or, well, here's what happened. I've been into quite a few of those. Every one of them, they walked off with my Bitcoin. Every one of them. And this has been the story with many people. I don't know if you're involved with those. And if you are, I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best, because I tell you, they have not been, they certainly haven't worked for us. Okay, now, as I mentioned, we don't do any trading. There's no percentage back or nothing like that, except for what I mentioned, the payout in the matrix and the direct referral bonus. Okay, but you get access to the trading data. You get access to Marius's timely trading reports for the top 40 cryptos. The top 40 best performing cryptos. You get reports that tell you what the prices are going to be so that you can intelligently make your purchases, or you're selling them off, so that you can go into the market at a low price, selling out of the market at a high price. All right, so do you get private Zoom meetings? That's for the people that have the 1000, the Galaxy 1000 package. You get email notifications, and you get also the 5.1 million annual income roadmap. So those are the things that you get. Seeing the Galaxy 1000 package is sold out, here's what you'll get. You'll get Marius's timely trading reports to the top 40 cryptos and email notifications. Whenever these reports come out, you get notified by email so that you can go and read the report, download it from the back office of your Python signals, and read it, check it out, and then make your decisions on the coins that you want to purchase and you want to trade with, okay, to make your profits. Plus, you also get access to the 5.1 million annual income roadmap, and let's take a closer look at that. All right, so opportunity number 2, the revenue share plan, 5.1 million in annual income roadmap. So our guidelines are very, very simple. Very simple in order to get paid. We don't have anything like that you have to have a certain amount of volume in order to be paid, or a certain amount of referrals before you can get paid. Nothing like that. You have to have an active subscription is the only requirement. And that subscription gives you access for the data for trading, for those reports, and it also gives you a spot in the matrix. Now, when you get a spot in the matrix, instantly you have 2 spots underneath that, because this is a 2 by 18 forced matrix. What does a forced matrix mean? It means that when people that have referred you, or the person that referred them or whatever from above you, it doesn't matter who it is, when they refer people and build their matrix and refer more people, that will trickle into yours. Those spots that I mentioned that will show up in your matrix when you get a subscription. Well, those spots will be filled. If you refer people right away, well, then you would likely be filling those 2 spots. And as soon as you do, 2 spots appear underneath those 2. Okay? And as the matrix is built, whether you do it, whether you refer people, or whether others refer people to Python signals, those spots get filled and you get paid. It doesn't matter who fills them, you get paid. The only difference is that if you refer people, then you get paid what the matrix pays, which we're going to take a look at in just a second. You get paid what the matrix pays plus a 10% direct referral bonus over and above what the matrix payout is. Okay? Now, At Python Signals, you get paid daily in Bitcoin. You buy the package with Bitcoin, you also get paid in Bitcoin. Now, the annual income, the matrix here, and if you can read this, then just know that this here, 3 months that it's talking about here, that ends on December 31st of 2018. That ends. After that, it's no more 18. There's no more 3 extra months. It's 12 months for the Galaxy 500 package. Okay. All right. So the matrix then. This here is a matrix that is based on the idea that you come in and you refer 2 people. And heck, you can refer 2 people in 30 days. And then those 2 people each have 30 days to refer another 2 people. And it seems to me like this is dragging out forever. You know, I mean, man, in 2 months, 6 people or 8 people or whatever. Wow. But listen, even if that were to be true, if it would take 18 months to fill the matrix, you know, so in 1 month you'd refer 2 people, and then in the next month they would each refer 2, and everybody would just do that. And the first month you come on board and they refer 2 people, and then those 2 each refer 2, and then they each refer 2, and within a month every time. Well, in 18 months, you would have made $5,100,410 if that were the case. See how the money can add up? Now, what about, let's understand this matrix a bit better here, shall we? So we have the first column is the levels, because it goes down to 18 levels, which is the Galaxy package. We have the next column is the percentages on each level, which is 5, 4, 3 repeatedly until you get down to level 16. Then we have the amount of packages sold on each level, or the amount of people basically in the matrix, which is 2, and then 4, then 8, then 16, then 32, then 64, then 128, then 256, and so on, always double, because it's a 2 by 18. And so there's always the next level, always has the exact double amount of people from the one above. Now, the fourth column is the amount of pay on each level, and finally the total matrix payout on each level. Now, we had 4 different packages. There's 4 different packages that are available, which are the silver, the gold, the platinum, and the Galaxy. So if you were a silver member and your matrix was building, and people ended up trickling into the 7th level, 8th level, 9th level, and so on, and you are a silver member, well, you will miss out on all those commissions from the people that are beyond your matrix level. And so on. If you were, in which case, if you upgrade, then you will be paid by those from those subscriptions. And this also, let's say you were a Galaxy 500 member yearly, and you would have okay, a Galaxy 500 member, and you had somebody, you know, you had silver members in on the 18th level. Let's say you had a bunch of silver members on the 18th level. What kind of pay would that give you? Like a silver or gold? Well, quite frankly, you make more money from the silver packages in the 18th level and from the gold than you do from the platinum and the Galaxy. Let me show you why. I'm going to back up just a bit here. Oops. Oh, I go back to the packages. See the packages here. See how that the silver package is $50, the gold is $150. But notice the difference between the gold and the platinum. The platinum covers 180 days, which is twice as much as 90 days, but the price is only 250 as opposed to which otherwise it would be 300. Notice that there is a $50 savings here. Well, that means that if you have silver or gold members in the matrix on the 18th level, you make more money from that than you do from the Galaxy and the Platinum. Because you get paid from those on all 18 levels. No. Sorry. That's actually not correct. But you get 1.5% from all of those. It doesn't really matter which level they're on, but because the package is costs more and has to be purchased more often, is why you would be making more money from those than you do from the Galaxy and from the, okay? So that's how that works out. But nonetheless, you get paid on all levels. It doesn't matter where they are and what package they have. The lower packages, they do pay higher commissions in the structure because it's percentage per package. Okay. Now, if you were a silver member, you would be making residual income of $2,250. Not too bad, you know, not too bad. You have your trading, you can make money from all those, from the trading, right? Now, if you're a gold member, you're making $18,250. And your price is exactly the same, except for you're covered for 30 days, for 90 days as opposed to 30 days, right? Now, but if you're a platinum member, you'd be making $146,250 a year residual income, of course, minus your purchase for the package, right? If you're a Galaxy member, you get paid on all 18 levels, and that's a total yearly residual income of $5,102,410. Of course, minus your $500 subscription, right? Now, think about this though. When you have referred among all of those people, because this is almost 500,000 of people in your matrix. By the time your matrix is filled, it's almost 500,000, okay? And if you had referred, say, a couple of thousands of those yourself, that's an extra 10% on all of those subscriptions that you would make in commissions over and above what the matrix payout is. I just wanted to, to throw that in. Okay, so I don't need to convince you. I don't see why I should try to convince you that you should come on board, because what you want to do is entirely up to you. But here's the deal. I mentioned earlier that we are at the threshold of a phenomenon that is about to absolutely become massive. Because in 2019, you know, at this point, only about 2% of humanity even know about Bitcoin. Well, in 2019, the buzz and what's going on with the monetary system right now in the world, or monetary systems in the world, and where people are right now, the adoption to cryptocurrency is becoming on a massive scale. And this is an opportunity like you've never ever seen before. This is a bigger opportunity than there has ever been in this world. So you can decide to either be part of it or sit on the sidelines and watch. It's up to you, all right? I want to thank you for watching. Whether you decide this is for you or not, doesn't matter. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you decide this is for you and you want to make money too, you want to come on board and you want to start trading intelligently, you want to start building your team, or you want to come on board and wait for a spillover to happen. Either way, it doesn't matter. You'll get paid. We have plenty of people already that haven't referred anybody, that just weren't good at referring people. Maybe they're too busy. I don't know, but they're getting paid. They're getting paid because they have a subscription. Hey, and we also have some people already that paid for a month and then they've quit. Hey, it's up to you, right? It's up to you. But just think about it. Coming on board, trying it for a month, and then quitting, with knowing that in the next year, we're going to have a massive, massive growth. People like that, they're going to have to really, really, really stick to their guns in order not to come back on when they see all the buzz and the growth that we are experiencing. You really have to stick to your guns and say that, you know what, I just don't want those commissions. I just don't want that money. I just don't want it. But like I said, it's up to you, right? It's up to you. So if you decide you want to be part of this, you want to come on board, you want to start trading intelligently, and you want to make money in the matrix, the links are below the video for you to get started. And let me help you get plugged into all the things that we do so that you can intelligently trade and don't have to feel that you're alone and trying to figure everything out, because you don't need to. You don't need to. We hang out together, we have plans, we do training, we have things available, right? Okay, so contact me if you have any questions about anything, okay? And we'll get you started, because I want everybody to be successful, all right? And I want you to be successful. So plug in. Don't just sit and try to figure it out on your own, and when you don't really know what to do, okay? All right, so thank you so much for watching this video. And again, the links are below, and you make your own decision what you want to do. All right, thank you so much for watching.